Ọmọdé bá ti jùbà f'Olúwa, ọ̀nà àlà ire á wọlé. Alàgbà bá ti jùbà f'Olúwa, ọ̀nà àlà ire á wọlé. Ọmọdé bá ti jùbà f'Olúwa, ọ̀nà àlà ire á wọlé. Alàgbà bá ti jùbà f'Olúwa, ọ̀nà àlà ire á wọlé. Mojúbà mojúbà bíbà mi ṣe. Mojúbà o ìbà, ìbà fọmọdé ìlú. Mojúbà bíbà mi ṣe. Mojúbà o ìbà, ìbà bàbá ìlú. Mojúbà o ìbà, ìbà fọmọdé ìlú. Mojúbà o ìbà, ìbà bàbá ìlú. Mojúbà o ìbà, ìbà fọmọdé ìlú. Mojúbà bíbà mi ṣe. Mojúbà o ìbà, ìbà bàbá ìlú. Mojúbà o ìbà, ìbà fọmọdé ìlú. Mojúbà o ìbà, ìbà bàbá ìlú. Ìbàkíbà mi ṣe dá. Mojúbà o ìbà, ìbà fọmọdé ìlú. Mojúbà o ìbà, ìbà bàbá ìlú. Mojúbà ìbà mi ṣe. Mojúbà o ìbà, ìbà fọmọdé ìlú. Mojúbà o ìbà, ìbà bàbá ìlú.
Yes, so good evening, my people. It's a pleasure to have you again on this special edition of the Jagbajanti Show. Thank you for joining me tonight. Okay, gbogbo bí tẹ́ ti ní àǹfààní àti máa gbọ́ mi o. Àárọ̀ lẹ wà ní ọ̀sán ní alẹ́ ni. Ẹ kú kàlẹ̀ o. I see you, my sister, BCR Rose. Thank you for connecting this evening. Morin Egbon Godwin Ademefun. Good to have you again. Good evening, sir. How has your week been? Hope it has been wonderful. As you're connecting tonight, please help me share this show on your platforms. Invite somebody that will also invite somebody that will also invite another somebody, so that somebody can bring somebody and we can have so many somebodies on the show tonight. Your week has been hectic. Same here. You know, up and down. Ìdúró sí bẹ̀rù sí fẹ́ tó gbódó mi. Wọ́n ń ṣeré Moscow, iṣẹ́ ni wọ́n ń ṣe ń bẹ̀. Kò ṣeé dúró wò. A máa yé. Ẹkùn àgbò tó ń mì ni kò ní jábọ́. Wọ́n ló ń ṣọ wọn lókù bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ní sín pẹ̀lú mọ́mísí ẹ̀ o. Yes, another Friday, another weekend. Ṣé bu nǹkan tó tutù sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kan ra máa ṣẹ́ mu? Bá ṣe fẹ́ wọnú ètò lálẹ́. This show is brought to you live by Yeti's Kitchen, and I'm your regular host, Akin. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìṣe mi, mojúbà gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọdé, mojúbà ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà o. Mojúbà ọkùnrin, mojúbà obìnrin. Mojúbà gbogbo ẹ̀yin ládéládé, mojúbà gbogbo ẹ̀yin ìjòyè, gbogbo ẹ̀yin sọ̀rọ̀sọ̀rọ̀ tó ń bẹ lórí ètò, mojúbà ẹ̀yin náà o. pàápàá jùlọ mojúbà ìdùmàrè ọba mi tó ní kọ́kọ́rọ́ ọjọ́ lọ́wọ́, ojí kùtùkùtù fàṣọlá bora ọba mi jìmùjímù ìlẹ̀kẹ̀. Òun la gbọ́n rí kọjá ọgbọ́n. Òun ni ìmọ̀ tó tayọ ìmọ̀. Kábíyèsí ọba tí kì í bẹ́nikẹ́ni ṣàpapín ògo Ọọ̀ni àgbà tó ní gbogbo ilẹ̀kílẹ̀. Ọba tó lóhùn. Júbà orí mi náà o. Orí owó, orí ọlá, orí oyè, orí òkìkí, orí ògo, orí tó ń gbè mí níjà nígbà gbogbo, orí tí ò jẹ́ ń tẹ́ láwùjọ, orí tó ń jà fún mi, orí tí ò jẹ́ ń kú rẹ̀ tẹ̀, ojúbà o. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ ó yẹ mí kalẹ̀ lálẹ́ yìí o. As you all know, this show is sponsored by Yeti's Kitchen. Yeti's Kitchen is situated in the city of Manchester, and the address is 299 Liverpool Road, Eccles, Manchester, M300QN. You can catch them on their telephone number 0161 706 0062 or 074 6035 3448. And their email is food@yetiskitchen.com. Àwọn ń ṣe yàtì, wọ́n ní èmi tí mò ń sọ bótò. Ká kòlábò, ká fò ká nìṣó. Right, let me quickly get to the commercial room, and by the time I return, we will get straight into the show. Engineer, má gbàgbé yẹn, gbé gbàgbé.
Yeti's Kitchen, ilé oúnjẹ àrà ọ̀tọ̀ tó kalẹ̀ sílùú Manchester. Chilled out Afro and English fusion bar with great food, music and movies. Kò sí oúnjẹ tẹ́ fẹ́ tẹ́ ò bá lọ́dọ̀ wọn. Serving the best fusion of African and English delicacies bíi jollof rice, ẹ̀wà àgànyìn, ẹ̀fọ́ rírò, jerk chicken, suya, ayámáṣe, goat pepper soup, bọ́gà lóríṣiríṣi àti àwọn ọtí ọlọ́kan òjọ̀kan. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe fẹ́ sí ni, eating, takeaway or delivery gbogbo ẹ̀ ló bá wọn lára mu. Oríṣiríṣi ètò ìgbádùn ni wọ́n sì ń ṣe lọ́dọ̀ wọn bíi movie night, live jazz music, game night àti Lego play area for children to relax while you eat. Their opening times are Monday to Sunday, 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Address money, 299 Liverpool Road, Eccles, Manchester, M300QN. Telephone 0161 706 0062 tàbí 074 603 53448. Ẹ tún lè kàn sí wọn lórí email wọn ní food@yetiskitchen.com. For more information, visit their website www.yetiskitchen.com. Yeti's Kitchen, the best Afro-British restaurant in Manchester.
Yes, so thank you very much for joining me tonight. I see you, my sister. Ìyàwó Ọlọ́wọ́ Shivi, Justice, Fúnmi Aláyọ̀. Àwọn eléyìí ń ṣe nǹkan kan. Oh my God. Anyway, one day go be one day, sha. Thanks for connecting tonight, my sister. Right, that's Yeti's Kitchen, our sponsor for this show. So, like I always bring to your attention, Yeti's Kitchen, although located in Manchester, serves UK-wide. So wherever you are in the part of UK, you can make your order and they will deliver to your doorstep. So you can contact them for your bulk food order. You can also contact them if you have catering needs for your party, kiddies party, wedding, ceremony, birthday, garden party. Even if you have office get together, you can also, give them a call. They can, get you small chops and what have you. Just get on their website. You can reach them through their email as well. And you can give them a call. The number is scrolling here on the screen. Also, we have books that have been published by Chef Yeti. We have the African Vegan. It contains healthy food recipes that you can, follow at home and prepare on your own. Also, we have another book, How to Start a Food Business. That book is very, very loaded for people who have the mind of, getting into this sort of business. It has vital information that will help you to, start a food business successfully. And perhaps you're in the business already, but there are few things that have been giving you concern or worries. The book can be a guide. And if the book is not for you, this is a season where we give our gift. Bàtà àti àwọn singlet àti perfume àti handkerchief tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń rà lọ́dọọdún yẹn ó ti tó. It can give something of value to people around you. If you know you have somebody around you that is into something like this, that maybe they know how to cook, they have that passion and stuff, encourage them. Give such a book, and you never know, you're sowing a seed into their future. Right, let's get straight into tonight's show. Ṣùpọ̀ mórí ẹ o, máa bá ń sọ fún wọn kó máa smash love button yẹn, kì í ṣe like, love. Kó máa smash love button yẹn, kó dẹ̀ máa invite àwọn èèyàn. Let's get as many people as possible to connect. Account number mi. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n pè fún yín. Ká dààmú Barclays díẹ̀ lálẹ́ yìí. Kí bank manager wọn máa sùn. Kó pè pé wàhálà ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ o. Ó ga. Àwọn kan ti ṣiṣẹ́ lọ́rùn, wọn wá gbowó láyé ni. Wàláì tàláì Ismail Làsíláwà. Àwọn ò wáyé wá ṣiṣẹ́, wọ́n ti ṣiṣẹ́ lẹ̀ lọ́rùn, wọ́n kàn wá kéré ẹ̀ láyé ni. Orí èmi náà ó ṣe mí lórí àpésìn o, kí n má sinmi wáyé. Right, what do we have for tonight? Ṣùpọ̀ yẹ inbox ẹ wò, mo ti fa síbẹ̀. Tó bá bí ẹ̀dá kó má fowó sí, ìgbà yẹn wàá mọ orí èèyàn tí mo jẹ́. Torí o lè máa ṣe bí ayírí lórí kìíní, kó máa promise ní gbangba ṣùgbọ́n kó máa fulfill. Àwa ò fẹ́ audio ń bí o. Ìkan ló ṣì ń yanjú lọ́wọ́ ń bẹ̀ yẹn sìn. Wọ́n promise èèyàn $350,000. Ó ti tó bí ọdún méje báyìí wọn tí ì san. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ń ṣe bí big man kiri ìgboro. Meanwhile, wọ́n dẹ̀ ti bàyẹ̀ ẹni yẹn jẹ́ because people think wọ́n yẹn ti gbowó, ti blow. Gbá nǹkan kan. Wọ́n má jà bọ́ sọ́wọ́ àwọn use and dump. Anyway, what do I have for us tonight? Remember, we started a series of discussion which I titled Social Cancer in African Community, and we've done part 1, that's to do with family, separation and co-parenting. Secondly, last week, which was a very, very loaded show, we talked about business, finance, and investment. And tonight, we will, which is the third part, be looking at another problem I find in our community, and which I titled Social Cancer in the African Community, Part 3, Organized Religion. Right. My brother, I see you, Mr. Samuel Sunday Fagbemi. Ekaleo, thanks for joining me tonight. It's a pleasure to have you on the show. Ẹ wá nǹkan fìdílé, àbí kẹ́ fìdílé nǹkan. ẹ ṣáà make sure pé kò sharp jù. Yeah. Ẹ má jẹ́ n lórí àyìn lálẹ́. Anyway. I know the topic for tonight is going to be a sensitive one. And the reason is because of that word, religion. You know, when that word is mentioned, you know, the hair on people's body just stand at attention. It's in one no one be it's religion is a very complex and confusing issue, and as such, I'll try to approach it very cautiously tonight, but I will still share the truth. But before I proceed, let me clarify a few things so as to minimize the possibility of me being misunderstood. Right. Like I always tell you, when you come on this show, please come with an open mind. Forget what you know. Put what you know on the side. Come here with an open mind. Be ready to let what you hear on this show challenge what you used to know. And then wait. Don't come here with a closed mind. You won't gain nothing. You only leave empty-handed. I'm not here to teach you how to live your life. I'm not here to force anything down your throat. I'm not here to say this is what you must do. No, I don't have that power even if I want to. I'm just here to share the truth. I'm just here to share my thoughts. I'm just here to share what I have gathered from my own personal meditation and research. Ìrìn àjò kan lèmi náà rìn bọ̀ títí tí mo fi débí. A lot of things ni mo rí, a lot of things mo were exposed to see. A lot of things ni ò jọra wọn that sent me on that path of finding the truth. And in doing that, oríṣiríṣi kan ni mo torí bọ̀, ni mo forí gbá, ni ó ṣe mí. But here am I. So everything that I share on this platform are things that I've discovered along the way, which I consider to be true. Because they are a deviation from things that we were taught growing up. And as an adult, at every point of our life, at some point in our life, we should take a pause and consider all those things we have been taught. Check them up. So that is what I do on this show. So my aim here is not to ridicule anybody's religion or to imply that, you know, you are doing something wrong or, you know, or that you're just wasting your time or whatever. No. Especially tonight, the focus on is on how we have allowed organized religion. And when I say religion in this context tonight, I'm referring to, you know, that dominant, dogmatic, fear-based, you know, religion. I don't want to mention, you know, in specific, but you know what I'm referring to. The major ones. how we have allowed them to hurt us, how we have allowed them to stop us from being who we should be or who we are created to be, to stop us essentially from living. I'm sorry, from living. That is my focus tonight. Right. In approaching this discussion, it's good to have you on the show tonight. So to approach this discussion tonight, I think it will be in order to build it from the scratch. Let's go back to history. Let's go back to the beginning. And tonight, some people will be hearing for the first time the history about religion that they don't know. I won't go into details, but I'll just, put it in summary. The history of religion that some of us know started from, when they brought this Western religion to us in Africa. That's the one we know. Yeah, the missionary came, blah, 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 and stuff like that. But that's not it. That's not where it started from. So according to history, Mesopotamia, which today is regarded as the Middle East, so to say, where you have the Iraq, Kuwait, Syria, and the rest of them, is where civilization was first recorded. And it is here that we find the first recorded information about what we now call religion. Okay. According to history, our forebears, the first people that existed, the ancestors, àwọn àgbà gangan, àwọn tó kọ́kọ́ rìn ilé ayé, they believed that order was created out of chaos by the supreme being. I think this story is in line with what we have in the story of creation in Genesis, in the Bible. In the beginning, the earth was without form and void. Ayé wà ní jújù, òkùnkùn sì ṣú bolẹ̀. So order was created out of chaos, and out of this order, the world was created. But they believed then that there was no guarantee that these forces of chaos would not return. So there was this constant struggle between order and chaos. And in order not for these forces of chaos to overturn the order from which the world was created, human beings joined forces with the gods to hold back these forces of chaos. So gods and human beings alike were involved in perpetual struggle to restrain these powers of chaos. So essentially we can say that the religion then was created to, or was established purposefully to create order and preserve it. That is the esoteric religion we have back then, the mysterious one, the mystic one. And this it has done until it became corrupted by, those who intended to control how people think and function. So the religion we practice today, it's not the same as the original one. The original one was created purposefully to create order and preserve it. Kaye ima dojuru. But the one we have today has been corrupted, is a corrupt version of that initial religion. Corrupted by those who wanted control over how people think and function. So you ask me, who are these people? Now, there are three social classes. We have the class that rules. These are the politicians, these are the people in government and all that. We have the class that prays. These are the religious people. The Pope, the Imam, the Bishop, and the rest of them. And then we have the class that works, which are the peasants, everyday people, the masses. So you see class 1 and class 2, which are the class that rules and the class that prays, always combine forces together to subjugate the third class. So to hear saying, the power that we are referring to that corrupted the initial form of religion so they can have control over how people think and function. So the corrupted version of the religion we have today is to limit the extent people can achieve it's a tool of control, the religion of today. The corrupted version of religion of today. It has deviated from its intended purpose. And what we have today, a religion that should create order and preserve it, it's now behind killings. It's now behind strife among human beings. It's now behind death and wars. The religion that should preserve order, it's now seen as a destructive force in human history. Right. Let's move on to our main focus tonight, which is the effect that this organized religion is having in our African community. I see you, my sister, Feoluwa. Nice to have you on the show. Àti gbàgbára lọ́wọ́ àwọn people yẹn nìyẹn for to see you on live show like this. Àti gbéṣẹ́ ńlá lé wọn lọ́wọ́ nìyẹn. Great to have you on the show. Thanks for connecting tonight. I might be very strong with my words tonight, but sorry, there is no other way I can dilute it. So I just have to say it the way I see it. So please don't mind me. I've said initially I'm not here to attack anybody, but I just have to say things the way they are. The religion of today, especially in our African community, in our Nigerian community, is nothing but a slow poison. Gradually killing us slowly. So just like a slow poison kills you gradually, it kills your body gradually. Likewise, this organized religion is killing our soul. We used to be great people. We used to be powerful people. We used to be intelligent and knowledgeable people. But today we are weak. Today we are foolish. Today we are poor. Religion masquerades like a medicine meant to heal you. And that's why we all rush to take it. Because we think it has some healing power in it. We think it can make us get better. We think it can improve us, improve our health and state of mind. But it's rather turning us into lifeless beings. We will be looking at some of this effect in details. So that you would, so that you can put yourself in that state of mind that I'm in at the moment. I wasn't like this. But the deeper I went, when I was in the Christian faith, the more I saw that a lot of things weren't adding up. A lot of things were not adding up. And the way this religion is structured is such that it takes that thinking ability away from you. It does not want you to check anything against fact. Just want you to believe things the way you are told. It takes away the greatest power God gave to man away from you, which is that power of choice. It takes away from you. No wonder we have so many dummies today. No wonder we have so many people who are heavenly conscious but earthly useless. No wonder we have people today who are living sorry lives because they only live or they only do things they do not out of convictions, but because of the fear of the damnation of hell and the hope for reward of heaven. So essentially, if you take away those two things, that means some people who are religious today would not live the kind of life they are living today. This is not how to live. And that's why I regard so many religious people as just deceitful people. That's why many times I don't feel pity when religious leaders take advantage of, their followers, because they know they are gullible. They know that they're doing what they're doing not because they love that God. It's because of the gains that they want out of that service. So let's look at the first effect of this organized religion in our community. How it has become a cancer, eating us up and about to devour us. Number one, this religion has put us in perpetual fear. Many of us are living in fear. We fear things that does not exist. We are always fearful, terrified of forces that are not even in existence. They're not after us. We are busy fighting battles that does not even exist. It's at the point where many are even afraid to live. And when I say living, I don't mean just surviving, because even stones survive. Abára wọn tó ṣe geology nínú orí show yìí, wọ́n á lè sọ fún yín. Òkúta gan survive. Àwọn tó rí the course ṣàkúta yẹn, kan tá máa ń pè wọ́n nífẹ̀ẹ́ nìyẹn, ṣàkúta. But to live is completely different. To live means to be sensitive, to discover your potentials and achieve that higher state of your being. Many are not living because this organized religion is built on fear. Ẹ̀rù àti ẹrú dẹ̀rẹ̀ ìbejì ni wọ́n. Ẹ̀rù àti ẹrú ìbejì ni wọ́n. Fear and captivity. Fear and chain. Fear and imprisonment. They go together. They're Siamese twins. Ẹni tó bá ti bẹ̀rù, wọ́n á mú sìn. Ẹni tó bá ti bẹ̀rù, kò níbi lọ. Ẹni tó bá ti bẹ̀rù, ó wà nínú ìdè. Ẹni tó bá ti bẹ̀rù, wọ́n ń ronú fún ni. And this is what organized religion is based on. Organized religion is based on that idea of sin. And then that fear of being condemned to hell by God, where we will suffer forever, one hair will burn for 1,000 years. They scare you to live in a certain way. And so people, in order to avoid being thrown into hell, you are told you have to live in a certain way, you have to obey certain rules, you have to do certain things. Look at some religious life will even tell you, don't pay tithe, you are going to hell. You don't this, you are going to, everything is hell, 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 hell. The demands they place on you, it's killing so many people and it's making people not even to live. Some people are dead while alive. Because religion places that huge responsibility on you to prove yourself to God that you are worthy of heaven. And as such, people start living lives that are natural to them. We start following the dogma of religion. You don't ask questions. You don't query this, you don't query that. Every little thing, they issue you with the threat of going to hell. They issue with the threat of being damned for being doomed for eternity. And naturally, when you put people in such a situation, they continuously find themselves in that state of fear. They're always afraid whether their actions are right, according to what this religion says or what that religion says and stuff like that. They're not living. They're just merely existing. Just merely filling up space. But they're not fulfilling, their state of being in life. They're not achieving that higher state of being. They're just living a herd life. They wake up and follow what this person say. It's gotten to a point that even these organized religions now write their own books. A total deviation from the holy books. And this they sell to their followers. And this is what they read every single day. So it's almost becoming a cult-like. And when you follow a donkey, you will behave like a donkey. It's as simple as that. And a donkey is not a smart animal, it's a foolish animal. If not, one name keru le leyin, come and wakiri. In our community, we're not free. We constantly live with that fear in our lives. Fear of hell. Filling us with worry and anxiety. As such, we can't live spontaneous lives. Everything is considered sensitive. We're so uptight. No wonder. A máa ń pe àwọn kan ní ó ti gba wèrè mẹ́sìn. Many people have become neurotic. They're already showing signs of psychosis because of religious indoctrination. As I begin to say these things, I want you to begin to find examples around you. I don't want to start going into details and mentioning examples. So I don't fall into your trap by saying this is a religious bashing show. No. So I won't give you examples. But mo ṣe ń tú gbogbo eléyìí, ẹ máa wá example yẹn fún ara yín, ẹ̀yin náà mọ̀ wọ́n, ẹ mọ̀ wọ́n o, they are around you, and some of you náà ẹ̀yin náà fall nínú category yẹn. So ìwọ náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa bọ́ṣọ lára yín sìn, begin to see yourself. If you fall into any of this, if you see yourself in the light of this picture I'm painting, if not, look around you and see people who are just paranoid for nothing. Ìwà wọn ti kò jọ tèèyàn mọ́, wọ́n ti ń ṣe bí alágànná. This is the end of organized religion. This is what it does to you. When they have fully indoctrinated you, you start showing signs or symptoms of psychosis. And you can see. And when you live in such a state of mind, you can achieve that higher purpose for which you are created in this life for. Look at our ancestors. Look at things they achieved. Look at the heights they operated. Wọ́n bá igi sọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n béwé sọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n bá òjò sọ̀rọ̀. They speak to forces of nature. They commune with animals. Ṣáwa lè ṣe lénìí mọ́? Kò sí. Because we have lost who we are. We that combine forces with the Supreme Being to create order and preserve it. Àwa la wá dẹni yẹ̀bùyẹ̀bù lénìí. La wá dẹni tí ò lágbára mọ́. Another effect of organized religion in our community is that it's turning us against ourselves. The demands that organized religion places on people are unrealistic. It's turning us against one another. Look, the way you see other people is just a projection of yourself. Somebody standing in front of you, the way you perceive that person is a mirror of yourself. So when you hate yourself, you will hate other people. When you accept that idea of you are a wretched sinner, you are this, you are that, God hates you, God this, that, God did. That's how you will see everyone around you as well. And that's why you see some people, some religious people, so-called heaven-bound. You greet them, they think you want to contaminate them. They see you, they say you are a sinner. Don't touch me, sister. Oh, God bless. Everything and stuff like that. They see everybody as somebody that is out there to harm them. They see everybody as evil. They see everybody as enemies. They can't project that love that the God they claim to serve is. They don't tolerate any other religious ideologies that does not conform to theirs. And you see that religious bigotry. eléyìí lọ́nà òtítọ́, eléyìí nìkan ló ń lead sí heaven, àwọn yẹn ọ̀run apá ìlọ ń lọ, àwọn yẹn ọ̀run. I mean, it's the chaos that this religion initially was created to preserve is what this organized one is now creating. So much division that we hate ourselves. We can't come together in unity of mind to do anything anymore. Àti pín yẹ́lẹyẹ̀lẹ, they've used that to divide us. We now have religious groups fighting each other. Likewise, religious groups combining to fight non-religious ones. And this is where it gets messy with the organized religion. The main danger with the organized religion is that absolutist thinking. Believing Hawaii lọ́nà tí wá sure, eléyìí ni ó máa lead síbí, àwọn yẹn ń lọ síbí ni, àwọn tọ̀hún yẹn náà sọ pé tibí ni ló ń lọ síbẹ̀ yẹn kíní kan. And you know the reason why each religion group has to speak in absolute? Because the people you want to attract are following religion, accepting religion as a form of security. That's what it gives to people. Security of this life and the life after. So for somebody who is following you for security, not to hear you speak in absolute, then they won't believe you. And that's why I see all these religious leaders, when they speak in absolute. They speak in absolute such that they've become an idol now that people worship. There's so much idolatry, even in these places of worship, that the focus has even been shifted away from the God that they claim that they are pointing people towards. If you don't speak in absolute, it doesn't give the people that sense of security that they want. And that is where it gets messy. And that is where the fight starts. Because in speaking in absolute, you have to condemn some other people or other part or other sect or other groups. And they have to do the same. And then we claim that this religion is leading people to what heaven? Now everybody's heart and mind are filled with hatred, bitterness, and resentment to their fellow beings. God is love. The religion claims it's pointing you to this God. But you can't even show love to the nearest person to you that you can see. You're deceiving yourself that you love God. Religion has broken us as Africans to pieces, into fragments. We suspect one another. We hate one another. We can't help one another. If it's not does not belong to my religion, my kind of religion, no. Kó máa ṣe tiẹ̀ lọ́tọ̀. No, mi ò lè gbà síṣẹ́, mi ò lè ràn lọ́wọ́. Kì í ṣara wa. Èèyàn bíi tiẹ̀. This is what religion has done to us. We see people as evil, fellow people like us. Evil. Enemies. Because they share a different religious ideology. And this is because religion speaks in absolute. Each one will call its own the only way, the truth. And this is the foundation of prejudice. This is the foundation of bigotry, which will birth violence, wars, killings that we have today in the name of God. Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ sí ńbẹ̀. Let me quickly get to Yeti's kitchen. And when I return, I'll continue on the effect that this organized religion has had on us. If you have any comment, please drop them in the comment section. If you have anything against what I've said so far, put it there. It's an open discussion. I'll be back.
Yeti's Kitchen, ilé oúnjẹ àrà ọ̀tọ̀ tó kalẹ̀ sílùú Manchester. Chilled out Afro and English fusion bar with great food, music and movies. Kò sí oúnjẹ tẹ́ fẹ́ tẹ́ ò bá lọ́dọ̀ wọn. Serving the best fusion of African and English delicacies bíi jollof rice, ẹ̀wà àgànyìn, ẹ̀fọ́ rírò, jerk chicken, suya, ayamashi, goat pepper soup, bọ́gà lóríṣiríṣi àti àwọn ọtí ọlọ́kan òjọ̀kan. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe fẹ́ sí ni, eating, takeaway or delivery gbogbo ẹ̀ ló bá wọn lára mu. Oríṣiríṣi ètò ìgbádùn ni wọ́n sì ń ṣe lọ́dọ̀ wọn bíi movie night, live jazz music, game night, àti Lego play area for children to relax while you eat. Their opening times are Monday to Sunday, 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Address money, 299 Liverpool Road, Eccles, Manchester, M300QN. Telephone 0161 706 0062 tàbí 074 603 53448. Ẹ tún lè kàn sí wọn lórí email wọn ní food@yetiskitchen.com. For more information, visit their website www.yetiskitchen.com. Yeti's Kitchen, the best Afro-British restaurant in Manchester.
Thank you very much for staying with me on the show. Right, let's progress. Another thing that I find that organized religion has done in harming us is that it has kept many people in that place of ignorance. I said earlier, many people are not living. They are just merely existing. Wọ́n kàn jí wọ́n mí sínú, wọ́n mí síta ni. Igi náà dẹ̀ ń ṣe the same thing. Ewé ń ṣe the same thing. Òkúta ń ṣe the same thing. Labalábá ń ṣe the same thing. So kò jẹ́ bàbàrà pé òun mí sínú, òun mí síta yẹn kò mean anything. Only few are living. The rest are just existing. So to live is to learn. because life is an ongoing lesson. You must aim to be better each day, to improve on yourself mentally, to improve on yourself, character, behavior, in every aspect of your life, to reach the peak of your higher state of being. It involves learning. And to learn, you have to live. But religion does not permit this. Because the way it works is, we are, depending on the kind of family you're born into, you're groomed from young. You're trained, you're grown up and conditioned to believe in certain things. This is right. Eléyìí ló wrong. Kíní kan sọ pé, bàbá sọ pé, daddy says this, that, gbogbo nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. You're groomed up according to these religious dogmas. And then you are also taught that to step outside any of these things that you are taught, ọmọ ti gba one way ticket, hell lo ọ̀run apáàdé ló ń lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ straight away, ọ̀run apáàdé ló ń lọ, ọ̀run apáàdé ló mórílé yẹn o. To query any of these things, to challenge any of these things, to not do any of these things, to step outside any of these things, ọ̀run apáàdé ló mórílé o, ọ̀run apáàdé ni tí ó ń fi sùfúrù jó. So, with that kind of training and upbringing and mindset, you naturally become afraid of seeking knowledge. You stop searching to find the truth. So you don't educate yourself. And once you don't educate yourself, you can't grow. And that's why you find so many religious people, they're stupid people. They're dumb. They can't handle argument. There's nothing bad in argument. It's exchange of views. You say yours, I say mine. And then at the end of the day, we will see, we balance things out. They can't engage in an argument, in an intellectual discourse. They can't, because that ability has been taken away from them from young. So the moment you say certain things that contradict what they were told to believe, the next thing they'll just tell you, well, I leave you. You better not let God judge you. No, they start issuing threat. They start mentioning all these places that even the religious leaders know that they don't exist. Because if those places exist, they would not be living the way they are living their lives. If heaven exists, I don't expect any of them to still be alive. They should have find a way to die and go to heaven. Because according to their description, it's better than what they are facing here. But what do you find today? You see all of them going around with security guards. Even while they are in their places of worship, you have guards with guns standing around, around them. They don't want people to come near them. They want people to come near their children. They can't eat outside for fear of being poisoned. They are literally afraid to die. And if you don't die, you can't go to heaven. Everything they tell you not to do so that you won't go to hell, they are doing. But guess what? They've taken that ability to cross-check these things from you. They've indoctrinated you in that foundation of fear, such that you are terrified to even ask questions. They've conditioned you to stop your mind from doing the basic things it was created to do, which is to think. And that's why you find religious people I'm minding my words, you see. Knowledge and wisdom are incompatible with, dogmatic religious ideologies. You cannot want to think, or you cannot want to possess the ability to think and still be religious. You can't. Because the moment you begin to think, and stuff like that. So religions it has confined our minds into that dark place of ignorance. Look at us today. Poor. We're poor. Because we have refused to allow our mind to think. Everything you see around today, they are product of thoughts. Product of thoughts. We condemn everything that religious leader does not point to you is from God. We have some people that will refuse blood transfusion even at the point of death. Many have died needlessly. And at the end of it, they will say, I'm alone. Can you say I'm alone? Foolishness in it. Many have refused to take available technological options or advancement that can better their lives, because they term everything as satanic, as evil. And it's only for one reason: to keep these people perpetually ignorant, so that they can keep fleecing them, so that they can keep using them to their own advantage. The moment you are wise, they know you will go. And I'll call Bonnie here. Who needs shepherd? Sheep. Only sheep need shepherd. Ìgbà yẹn gan dẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ́n á tẹ̀ sọ wípé olùṣọ́ àgùntàn ló ń mú àwọn àgùntàn lọ jẹ pápá oko tútù. Nísìnyí àwọn àgùntàn ló lọ ń wá pápá oko tútù wá fún olùṣọ́ àgùntàn jókòó ni. Àwọn àgùntàn ló máa lọ kó pápá wá. Religion keeps people blinded by all sorts of beliefs that are not based on any fact. Somebody will just come and tell you, ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mu tí pẹ̀lú Ọlọ́run tán ṣe. Lipton ló ń mu ní àbí bongo. Ẹ dẹ̀ máa pàtẹ́wọ́. All kind of stuff. You don't query nothing. You don't question nothing. Everything you just swallow. The saddest part is tó bá tiẹ̀ wá rẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé òun tiẹ̀ ti wá já. Òun ti ń wá ìmọ̀. Wọ́n á tún fẹ́ fà padà sínú ignorance. I mean, ẹ ṣí èrè ni. Èyí sì jókòó sí tẹ́tí ń wo black and white. Èmi ti rìn mo ti ń wo 3D. And you are still coming back to me, forcing me to come and see things through that lens of black and white. Èmi ti ń wo 3D náà. Mo ti ń wo 4D gan. 4D gan ti wà. This is what religion has done to us. It has stunted our growth. Àwa tá a já tẹ́lẹ̀. Africans. Àwa tá a ní ọpọlọ tẹ́lẹ̀. Àwa tá a ní agbára tẹ́lẹ̀. Àti wá suspend the brain wa. We are now scared to think. We are scared to go in search of the truth. I talk to myself a lot. And when I'm talking to myself and I'm asking questions, tí ó máa ń dàbí pé mò ń rí èèyàn kan tèmi àti ẹjọ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀ nínú ọkàn mi náà ni tí wọ́n máa fún mi láwọn ìdáhùn yẹn. So I asked myself one time, why is it that people are scared to just query things? And why is it that they fight when they say that you want to disprove one of their beliefs? I discovered that it's because the entirety of what we believe in is from one source. So if I can make you query or doubt just one part of those beliefs, then you will not stop at that one alone. You want to check the next one, check the next one, check the next one, and continue to check. That means I've succeeded in shattering your belief system. But people are not ready to let go of this. So wọ́n á dìmú ṣinṣin ni. Because source kan náà gbogbo ẹ ti wá. Tó bá dẹ̀ ti lè doubt kan ọmọ ò ní stop. Wàá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa yẹ̀wò lọ ni. Wàá máa yẹ̀wò lọ ni. Look at how after some people have been forced to reconsider tithing. From then on, some people never stopped. And today, some people are not even stepping into churches anymore. Tithe lọ ní kọ́ máa san mọ́. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹlòmíì ò tiẹ̀ tẹ church mọ́ rárá because from there, ó kàn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí check a lot of things ni. Ó kàn rí pé òpó ìlànà ní gbogbo ẹ̀. Gbogbo àwọn kan tó ti ń rí tẹ́lẹ̀ gan tí ò kọ bí ara sí. Now ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rí gbogbo ẹ̀. Also, when any of these religious leaders are called out, why is it that people jump up in their defense? Àwọn ọmọ gan ò bá wọn, àwọn ọmọ gan kọ́ ló ń gbèjà àwọn people yìí o. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ àwọn biological children gan are not even defending their parents because they know the kind of people they are. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ pera yín spiritual children, spiritual bastard. Ẹ̀yin lẹ ń jáde tẹ́ máa gbèjà wọn. Why do people do this? And I discovered it's because many of these people have taken these people to be their idols. Many of his followers have taken these leaders as their idols. And before you take somebody as your idol, you're taking that person as the person you hope to become in future. You are seeing your future self in that person. So the moment, they discredit that person, you jump out in defense of that person because you are not defending that person. You are defending who you want to become in future. That is your future self being attacked. But because you have patterned your life, you when they pattern their future to be like that, and when that person is being like called out, you will naturally not sit still because that's your future. This is what happened. So sit down and check yourself. Gbogbo nǹkan sọ fún yín ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ lórí. Láti ọjọ́ tó ti ń ṣe ń bo ló gbé ẹ dé. It took me over 30 years of my life before I came to realize that religion is just false hope. That's what they're selling to people. False hope. False hope. That's what they're selling to people. And this is what takes me to the last point. The most painful one to me out of what religion has done to people is that religion has taken away from people responsibility of their lives. We commit into God's hand things that we've been given the ability to do for ourselves. We pray when we should work. We stand still when we should do something. We hope when we should just take charge. What we call sin is not sin. It is our deceitful nature in trying to avoid the consequences for our actions. People do something, you quickly say, he who have not sinned cast the first stone. You are running away from the consequences of your action. And it's because of this basis that the earlier religious leaders and the princes and the nobles were doing, hiding behind that divine right that they think they have, is what brought about the legal or the law aspect of that we have in society today, which brings everybody, and that's why they say nobody is above the law. Because back then, people were escaping from judgment. They do things and get away with it because they say they have divine right. Then law came. The legal system came in place. You can escape through sin, but you won't escape under the law. And that's why you see that pastors, bishops, imam, anybody can be prosecuted. Before, it wasn't like that. because they hide behind sin. And they hide behind that God's divine and forgiving nature and get away with a lot of atrocities. And what we have today is people not taking control of their lives. But we have at the back of my mind pé tó bá ṣe tán Ọlọ́run á dáríjì ẹ̀ wá padà wá sọ pé bàbá dáríjì mi ò dáríjì mi Elédùmarè máa ṣe fẹ́rẹ̀ I'm back to you oh Lord. Wà á lọ kọ àwọn nonsense orí yẹn. Wà á lọ máa sunkún èmi òtòṣì ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti ní Ọlọ́run máa dáríjì bó ti ṣe bí. Religion will tell you that if you have been killing people, and the last minute you give your life to Christ, you will go to heaven. And all the people you killed, if none of them gave their life to Christ, they are going to hell. What just God judges like that? You say think calm now. You want to roll now? Ṣé yẹn mọ́ pọlọ dání? Software engineer sọ fún ẹ pé intent kọ́ yìí ò make sense o. Ẹ ṣe necessary àtúnṣe o, otherwise we're not partnering with you again and take us away from this project. Don't associate it with us anymore. Ẹ wá kó àwọn olórin lọ́bẹ̀. Wọ́n lọ ń kọ̀ báyé tí ìfẹ́ kórí bẹ́ẹ̀ fún mi. Ó ṣe o ọmọ Màríà. Ẹ̀ ń kó àwọn àfàdúrà àjagun lọ síbẹ̀. Ṣé léyìn padà wó pa gbogbo yín? Ó máa wó pa gbogbo yín nìyà. Because that is not, it had nothing to do with spiritual. It is simple physics. Wọ́n ṣe bridge sórí omi now tí ò dẹ̀ wó tí mọ́tò dẹ̀ ń gbàbẹ̀. Because there are principles you just have to obey. And whether you pray or you don't pray, when you follow that principle and you do everything you are supposed to do, it will work. Àdúrà lẹ́yìn lọ máa gbà. Ó ṣe nǹkan tó yẹ kó ṣe, ò ń gbàdúrà. Iná ń jó tó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ pé panápaná. Ẹ dúró síbẹ̀ ẹ ń fèdè fọ̀. Transformer àdúgbò yín ò ṣiṣẹ́, ẹ kó gbogbo ara yín jọ, ẹ kó ara yín lọ di transformer. Ẹ sọ gbogbo àwọn ẹ̀mí tí ò jẹ́ kí iná tàn bí kan jáde. Are you serious? Tó bá pé kwa master church ló fọ́ ọmọ kwaya kan lẹ́nu àbí usher kan ló fọ́ èèyàn kan nínú àfàdúrà àjagun lẹ́nu, they will call them out and say they've committed this, they've committed that, we suspend them, they do everything possible and shame them and whatever. But if any of the religious leaders ló yẹ pé òun ló fọ́ èèyàn kan lẹ́nu, èyí lẹ́nu máa sọ pé ẹ má sọ síta ẹ má sọ síta ẹ má sọ síta ẹ máa cover ẹni. But by the end of the day, bá tiẹ̀ data tán gan tó di mess. Má tún pè yín jọ nù jọ. Èyí náà lẹ tún máa tún sọ pé ogun iṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ ni. Ẹ jẹ́ ká nawọ́ sí dádì pé ogun yìí ò ní gbé wọn mì. Ṣé mọ̀ pé olórí ogun lógun máa ń dojúkọ? Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbóhùn àdúrà sókè. Ogun iṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ ò ní borí dádì. Ẹ ní bá dádì wí. Ẹ tún máa pray fún dádì ni. Ẹ tún máa lọ sínú àwẹ̀ 21 days fún dádì. Pé kógun má borí wọn. Dádì ń fọ́ ẹpọ̀n kiri nínú. Daddy should own up to his responsibility. Pé òun fọ́ ẹpọ̀n kiri ni. But wọ́n máa hide ẹ̀ torí wọ́n ti gba ọpọlọ lọ́wọ́ yín ẹ̀ lè ronú mọ́. Wọ́n ti sọ yín di nànàmú ẹ kàn ń wò ní bí èpo àlùbọ́sà ẹ kàn ń wò ní. tó ibi tán bá darí ìgbẹ́ sí táfẹ́ bá darí ìgbẹ́ sí ló ń lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ̀rọ̀ yín. ẹ lè dánú rò mọ́, ẹ tún wá kóra yín jọ àti lọ ibiṣẹ́ látàárọ̀ wàá máa tún máa darí padà bọ̀ 21 days and fasting fún kíni kógun iṣẹ́ ìrànṣẹ́ máa borí dádì dẹ̀ sì tún máa fọ́ ẹlòmíì lẹ́nu. gbogbo àwọn ọmọ tó ń ṣà sínú pastoral care unit yẹn iṣẹ́ olóró pé wọ́n ṣe ní department yẹn. wọ́n ń lá dádì ni dádì náà dẹ̀ ń lá wọn. wọ́n ń lá dádì dẹ̀ ń lá wọn. wọ́n lè sọ fẹ́yìn wípé ẹ̀yin ò gbọ́dọ̀ láyàn o otherwise ọ̀run àpáàdì ló mórílé yẹn. dádì yín ò fẹ́ lọ ọ̀run àpáàdì ni àbí dádì yín láìkọ̀ ọ̀run àpáàdì ni. Look, the moment you can take responsibility for your lives. ọjọ́ yẹn ni o bọ́ nínú ogun láì. ọjọ́ yẹn ni ayé ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rọrùn fún ẹ láti gbé. The moment you recognize yourself as a God, that you've been given the ability to create your own existence. For those of you who believe in the Bible, it contains wisdom. Likewise, it contains bullshit. But our wisdom to one way that can help us to attain that higher state of our being. Let's take them. In the Bible, when God said, let us make man in our own image, he was not referring to his physical attribute of ojú imú ẹnu, kò sẹ́ni tó rọ́lọ́rin, kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀ báyọ̀ ọkùnrin báyọ̀ obìnrin, whatever. But he's referring to his ability as a creator to bring what does not exist into being. That is the power he poured into us. He looked at Adam, he said, they have created this garden and those animals and whatever. Go and name them. Whatever you call them to be, so they will be. Àti fún ẹ láṣẹ, àti fún ẹ lágbára. Gbogbo ìrànlọ́wọ́ tó nílò ti wà láyìíká ẹ. You need to call them into existence. You don't need to carry your child digba ọ̀dọ̀ bàbá ilé ọ̀dọ̀ bàbá òun. You have greater àṣẹ lẹ́nu as ẹni tí wọ́n tara ẹ̀ jáde ju third party tó ń lọ bá yẹn lọ. And moreover, if you give them the right training that they require early enough, maybe you won't need all those eré tó ń sá káàkiri. But when you've abdicated your responsibility, àwọn ọmọ ẹ ti wá di kòńtà, wọ́n ti gíran, wọ́n á máa gbé wọn láti ilé àdúrà kan sí àdúrà kan, wọ́n máa fún wọn góyà ọ̀lẹ̀ mu, wọ́n á máa fún wọn lómi àdúrà. Góyà tó jẹ́ pé lómi fi ń ṣe spaghetti ni. Lẹ́yìn sọ di nǹkan tẹ́ ń wọ́n kiri. Òróró tọkàn fi ń dáná àwọn tí ò bá fẹ́ tán sá fún ọ́ìlì tó ní fat ni wọ́n ń lò. You know how much money you guys have made for Goya? Tẹ́ bá lo àwọn program yìí báyìí, tẹ́ bá rí bọ́n ṣe gbé omi jọ síwájú. Ẹlòmíì gbà tó ń kọ́ máa gbómi ẹ̀ gan. Omi tó ń ṣàdúrà fún fáwọn olóyún lẹ́ni tó ń wáṣẹ́ gbé lọlé. Omi tó ń pray fáwọn tó ń wọ́mọ lẹ́ni tó ń wáṣẹ́ gbé lọlé. Ìwọ tó ń wáṣẹ́ tó ní kó provoke Ọlọ́run, laptop tó máa fi search fúnṣẹ́ tó máa fi ṣe application, olóòlọ donate ẹ̀ fọ́lọ́run. Ṣọ́lọ́run ń ṣaṣẹ́ ni, kí ló fẹ́ fi laptop ẹ ṣe? Take responsibility for your life. Package your CV. Upgrade your skills. and step out there. Ọ̀nà là fún ẹ. And when you get to that work, do whatever they ask you to do. Má ló ti parí iṣẹ́ tán fún ẹ wá jókòó wá ń ka small Bible kan àbò ń pray. You are there to work and to be a team player. Whether you finish your task or not, you are supposed to help out around with other people. It's not a place of prayer. It's a place of work. Ọjọ́ olè rí tán sílẹ̀kùn Microsoft Office tán àbí Apple Store tó yẹ pé prayer meeting lọ kọ́kọ́ ṣe ń bẹ̀. Because they understand what they have to do. Bíbélì náà sọ fún yín, only be fervent in business, not slothful. Only sílẹ̀kùn bí iṣẹ́ on time, you are rude to your client, your job is not professional. Gbogbo ẹ̀ kàn rubbish. Wàá máa pray fún bùkún. Irú bùkún wo gan? Irú bùkún wo gangan ló ń pray fún náà? Tó bá dẹ̀ fumble, take responsibility. Yes, I messed up. Because failure to accept where you are wrong and you are messing up and not learning from it, you can't grow. Don't always be looking for people to blame or divert the attention or whatever thing like that. Take responsibility. When you are doing something or you want to take certain decisions or steps, think things through. Know the consequences. Know possible outcomes, good and bad. And know whether you are ready for any of the outcomes tó bá ti bẹ̀ wá. Kì í ṣe pa ṣẹlẹ̀ tán wàá máa sọ pé àwọn ọ̀tá ilé ló ta ẹ́ lọ́fà. Kò sẹ́ni tó ta ẹ́ lọ́fà kankan. Kò sẹ́ni tó ń lé ẹ kiri. Rojú ara ẹ wọ̀n bá. Be careful people you hang around yourself with. Mind àwọn nǹkan tó ń tojú bọ̀ tó ń tọwọ́ bọ̀. Understand the basic principles of life. Finance, health. Understand, search for knowledge, search for wisdom. See yourself in that light, in that ability, in that capability that God has made and created you. And see whether you need any of these people. And see whether you need to bow before somebody. And see whether you need for some people to dictate to you when you should live your life. You're searching for a partner. Wàá káwọn kan jọ tó yí ẹ ká wàá ṣàwórúkọ bíi mẹ́ta àbí mẹ́rin kan jọ wàá lọ fún wòlíì kan pé dáadé bá ń pray sísà. Wọ́n náà máa ń pè ó dà pé eléyìí ẹ̀mí ọlọ́run sọ fún mi pé wọ́n kàn ṣe ìjẹ yìí ò jẹ fún ẹ wọ́n kàn mú kan ṣá. Wọ́n á mú délé tán ẹni yẹn àwọn ibi tó ti máa ń pọ̀ǹṣì ẹ ibi abẹ́ ìdodo ẹ gangan ibẹ̀ ló máa ń pọ̀ǹṣì. Ó máa gbà láti ìsàlẹ̀ wá sókè ni. Etí tán ti gbá ẹ láti bíi 3 months tó bá yẹ pé ìpè rapture ti dún gan ni ò ní gbọ́. Wàá miss rapture torí etí yẹn ò tí ì là. So later wàá máa bèrè pé but wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ pé Ọlọ́run sọ wípé òun ni now wọ́n lò ní right person fún mi now wọ́n lò right person fún mi now. When you should have taken responsibility for yourself. When you should have first of all self-discover yourself. Know who you are. From knowing who you are is when you can find who is compatible with you. because wàá mọrú ìwà tẹ́ni yẹn ní, wàá mọrú ìwà títì ẹ̀, wàá mọ nǹkan tó fẹ́, wàá mọ nǹkan tó fẹ́, wàá wò báyà ìbáṣepọ̀ yín á wọ̀. Níbẹ̀ tó ń gbé lọ tó ń gbé bọ̀ yẹn gan sọ pé he who finds a wife, kò sọ pé ìtẹ̀ntọ́ lọ́n bá find a wife, he who finds, ìwọ́n wàá wà. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ kún bẹ́ẹ̀ nísìn, ọkọ wọn ò tí kú o, ìyàwó wọn ò tí kú o, but tó bá ń ṣe prayer meeting fáwọn widow, wọ́n wà ń bẹ̀. Sister Deborah, widows meeting lápè yìí pé kí lẹ̀ ń ṣe ń bí? Ànírí lábúrò. Dádì, ẹ jẹ́ máa wò mí. Ẹ jẹ́ máa wò mí. Widow ni mí o. Ó kàn wà láyé ni, ó ti kú o. Widow ni mí o. Ayé táwọn kan wà nìyẹn. And the reality is, you need to go back and go and ask questions. Prayer meeting widow to London kò sí yẹn will not help you, will not solve anything. Ìwọ ló máa lọ wo kí ni àwọn nǹkan tó wrong. Kí la lè ṣàtúnṣe sí? Tí ò bá dẹ̀ ṣàtúnṣe, kó kákù ẹ pín gàárì. A gbọ́dọ̀ máa gbé ilé ayé lọ bá ṣe ń gbé yìí. You must not be scared to think. You must not be scared to ask questions. You must not be scared to challenge things that you hear or you are told. Ṣé báyé náà la wà táwọn kan mu Dettol? Ayé la wà táwọn kan mu petrol. Ayé la wà tí wọ́n bọ́ sí orí gíráàsì ẹ̀gbẹ́ church tí wọ́n ń jẹ koríko. Ayé la wà tó ń fárun abẹ́ àwọn obìnrin náà inú service. Ayé la wà tí wọ́n ń ṣe kòbókó ordination tó máa lie down tó ń fá wọn belt burúkú ò dẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ mìíràn. Ordination kan ni ayé yìí náà la wà. Ayé yìí la wà tí wọ́n ń ru pásítọ̀ yẹn kiri bó ṣe ń preach nínú ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì tí táwọn bàbá yẹn ń gbọ̀n bá wọn pé dádì èèyàn kan dẹ̀ lélẹ̀, dádì èèyàn kan rè tó gbé géńdé bí ẹgbẹ́. Ayé yìí la wà tó ń gorí wọn náà. Where has this kind of habit or behavior or thinking taken us? I can wà wretched, I can wà stagnant, I can foolish kalisha. But guess what? This is my joy. Everything we are witnessing today, the Western world has also gone through the same. That was a period they called the Dark Age. Báwo náà ṣe religion bá ṣe ń ṣe yìí. Bó ṣe affect wa negatively náà ló affect wọn gbà. Then the period of Renaissance came about. A time of enlightenment. Àwọn kan dìde bákan náà ṣe ń dìde lẹ́nu. To reawaken the people. To call their attention to the wrong way they've been practicing religion. To say, no, this is not how religion is. Religion is service. Religion ò kì í káwọ́ gbéra, wàá dìde wàá lọ ṣe nǹkan ni. Religion ò kì í pray wàá lọ ṣiṣẹ́ ni. Religion ò kì í hate ẹlòmíì, ó máa ń love ni, ó máa ń fìfẹ́ hàn ni. Títí tí wọ́n fi bọ́ sí period of enlightenment tójú wọn fi là. and gradually gbogbo àwọn place of worship yẹn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí empty ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí empty ìgbà tí mo dé lu àwọn pé church rè bàtà máa ọbẹ̀ a máa rí pé lé ni ìta ẹ̀ lọ́kàn fílẹ̀ as shell inú ilé yẹn wọ́n ti sọ di residential àwọn church míì wọ́n ti sọ di pub ibi ọ̀tá yẹn gangan ibẹ̀ ni wọ́n build kíní tó ti ń tẹ bíà yẹn sí. Because ó wà ní Bíbélì tó ń gbé lọ tó ń gbé bọ̀ gan wípé time is coming when people will not need to come to Jerusalem or to any mountain to worship God because inú ọkàn ẹ lọ́lọ́run ń gbé. So all those massive auditoriums, all those buildings, all those kilometer this, kilometer that they are building níbi tá a ti wá yẹn, mò ń sọ fún yín wípé all those places will still eventually end up as research institutes, as factories, as hostels, and not religious places. A time is coming. Wọ́n máa kóòdù ní gbogbo àwọn abẹ́, wọ́n máa robotics wọ́n máa ṣe ní gbogbo àwọn abẹ́. Because it cannot continue like this. This kind of religion we're witnessing today was not the intention of the esoteric kind of religion. It was meant to create order and preserve it, but the one we have today is actually causing chaos, making people to live in fear, hampering people from attaining the highest peak of their being, preventing people from living, and many are just merely existing, has kept people in that dark place of ignorance and has taken responsibility of their lives away from them. People now always look up into the heaven when they can look inward. And this is why we are where we are today. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where I'll be drawing the curtain tonight. What you heard tonight, please find a time to reprocess it. From today, start to challenge that dogmatic teachings. Ask questions. Don't be scared. You're not going to know hell. Let your mind do that simple thing it has been created for, to think. Take your life responsibility into your hands. Before you do things, think through the possible consequences. Stop praying useless prayers. Get up and do something. Be a creator. God has given you that power. You are a God yourself. Let's go back to who we used to be. That powerful, knowledgeable, great people. Gbogbo àwọn ìlú tí ò gbé religion kárí, Japan, China, ìfọ̀ ẹ̀wọ̀ gan tó bá wá sí Olympics, àwọn ìlú wo ló máa ń win? Àwọn ìlú tó ta máa ń pè ní godless nation yẹn ló máa ń win nìyẹn. Àwọn ló máa ń gba medal jọ. Ẹ wo gbogbo àwọn ìlú tó máa ń wà sálẹ̀ table. They are those religious countries. From the Middle East, from Africa. Àwọn ló máa ń wà sálẹ̀ table because prayer ni. Ìmísọ̀ bá ti parí Olympics kan, China ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí train. Japan ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí train for the next Olympics. Meanwhile, some of us turn up to the next Olympic. Àwọn athletes wa gan ò láṣọ, wọn ní aṣọ tó máa wọ̀. It still happened at this last Olympics, where aṣọ tó bá fi participate tán, wọ́n á tún padà lọ máa fọ̀ ó dẹ̀ láti gbẹ torí wọ́n á fi ṣe títọ̀la. Go and look at the Nigerian basketball team. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ tó bí abroad ni. It's just a joke. Milo láti 1990 Milo dẹ̀ ti máa ń sọ pé àwọn Milo àwọn raise future basketball generation. mi ti ẹ̀rí kankan nù wọn. A kàn ń tanra wa ni. Irọ́ ti pọ̀ jù láàrin wa. We're religious but godless people. We're wicked. We're fetish. We don't believe in hard work. We believe in shortcut. We're hypocrites. We only do things nígbà tójú bá ká wa mọ́. Lẹ́yìn báyìí a máa ṣe nǹkan tó bá wù wá ni. A tẹ̀lé Ọlọ́run torí pé a fẹ́ràn Ọlọ́run, torí nǹkan tá a fẹ́ gain lára Ọlọ́run. Òun ló ṣe ń gbà yín. Wàá sow seed tí wọ́n ti sọ fún yín pé by tomorrow somebody will knock on your door and alert will enter your account. Where you've not worked for, they will call you to come and get salary. Níbo ló ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀? Ló ṣe kówó lẹ̀, olè ni ẹ́, olè ni ẹ́, olè. Olè ni ẹ́, ó yẹ kán gbà ẹ́, ó deserve kán gbà ẹ́. Ó deserve kán gbà ẹ́, olè ni ẹ́. When Genesis chapter 3 sọ fún ẹ wípé nínú ogún ojú ẹ ni ìwọ ó ti jẹ títí tí ìwọ ó fi padà di erùpẹ̀. That's the pronouncement láti ẹni tó ṣẹ̀dá ayé. Kí ló wá rò pé ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ outside that pronouncement? Wá ló máa lànà fún ẹ gan, iṣẹ́ ló máa wá fún ẹ. Wàá dẹ̀ lọ ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn, ogún ojú ẹ nídìí iṣẹ́ yẹn wọ́n á fi sanwó fún ẹ. Wá ṣe wá wù ẹ̀ kó ná. Wàá dẹ̀ tún ná báṣubàṣu tó understand principle bówó ṣe rìn. Wàá tún lágbà náà ń ṣe ẹ́, wàá tún kọrí síbẹ̀ again. Wọ́n á tún fún ẹ lámbà mi. Kékeré tó kù lọ́yọ̀ wọ́n á tún gbà. Bó ṣe máa kú sínú ìṣẹ́ nìyẹn. Wọ́n ní kó má tòṣúra ìjọ sáyé yìí. Àwọn dẹ̀ ń kó tiwọn lọ sí àwọn tax havens yẹn. Ọmọ ló làákàyè ẹ̀ náà. Ló làákàyè ẹ̀. Every activities in the church, yẹ pé normally now Orthodox churches yìí, their jobs, sanctuary cleaners in the church, they have cleaners who come to clean the church. They pay them. Ẹ̀yàn ṣe free. Ẹ gbálẹ̀ free, ẹ ṣọ́ṣà free, ẹ ṣe choir free, ẹ ṣe instrumental. Instrumental yẹn nìkan ló yàwé, àwọn yẹn nìkan ló ń jèrè nínú church. Táwọn yẹn máa tán fún pa máa gbowó ni. Ìwọ ìwẹ̀ yẹn pọ́ mo ní gangan kẹ́ máa fún lówó tó bá parí. Tí ó bá ní gbé snare drum yín. Tí ó bá dẹ̀ sí snare drum, gbogbo sẹ́ẹ̀tì yòókù tẹ̀rí yẹn, ó ti gbogbo ẹ ti dojúrù. Ọmọ onígangan tó jẹ́ pé pàtí kan ló ti ń bọ̀ mọ́júmọ́ tó fi yà bẹ́ẹ̀ wá lù gangan fún yín ṣọ. Ẹ wá lẹ̀ ní sanwó fún. Ó parí prayer wá sọ pé kneel down, let me pray for you. Kò fẹ́ prayer ẹ fún lówó. Ẹ fún lówó bí tó ti ń jẹ nìyẹn, ẹ fún lówó báyìí, ó lọ gbé snare drum yín nìyẹn. Lọ́tẹ̀ bá ti lówó kẹ́ wá gbà. Every other person, kò sẹ́ni tó ń jèrè ń bẹ̀. They're just using you to achieve their own goal in life. Set up tí wọ́n nìyẹn. Jacob too served Laban. Ọjọ́ kan ló pe ara ẹ̀ sákìyèsí pé wà. When will I go prepare for my own home? Has any of you asked yourself that question? Fiṣẹ́ ẹlẹ̀ wàá fọ̀nà ẹlẹ̀ wàá fẹ́ tilẹ̀ wàá sìn kankan tibẹ̀ jáde kankan ní tibẹ̀ jáde because n tó yẹ kó o ṣe tó yẹ kó o gbájúmọ́ o gbájúmọ́. O gbájúmọ́ You are violating a vital principle of life. You don't need any of this dogmatic, organized religion. What you need is knowledge. What you need is understanding. What you need is knowing God for yourself. What you need is you finding the truth yourself and pursuing it. I've laid it bare for you tonight. The choice is yours. Thank you very much once again. And special thanks to Yeti's Kitchen for bringing this show to us live. Oníyan ṣe ọlọ́kà ṣe o. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá mi fìfẹ́ jẹ́ náà, ẹ ṣé o, mo kí yín o. Èmi màmá wá ẹ̀yin màmá Adébá o. Ẹnikẹ́ni nínú yín ò ní dàwátì. Until we meet again next week, Friday. Remain blessed. I love you. Ebenezer ìtumọ̀ èyí tí ń ṣe títí dé ìlú. Ẹ show me love bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń jáde yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń lọ yẹn o. Smash the love button. Gbogbo ohun tí mo bá sọ èyí tó bá make sense, show me some love. Ìtumọ̀ èyí tí ń ṣe títí dé ìlú. Ebenezer ìtumọ̀ èyí tí ń ṣe títí dé ìlú. Aṣọpẹ́, ó ṣọlá. Aṣọpẹ́, ó ṣọlá. Àwọn aṣọpẹ́ bàbá ló ṣe wà. Àwọn aṣọpẹ́ bàbá ló ṣe wà. Mẹ́ta lọ́kọ̀ bàbá ló ṣe wà. Aṣọpẹ́, aṣọpẹ́, aṣọpẹ́. Aṣọpẹ́ ló ṣe o bàbá. Àwọn aṣọpẹ́ bàbá ló ṣe wà. Títí dé yìí o, l'Olúwa ràn mí lọ́wọ́ dé. Títí dé yìí o, l'Olúwa ràn wá lọ́wọ́ dé. Ó ṣé o bàbá, ó ṣé o bàbá, ó ṣé o bàbá, ó ṣé lẹ́mí. Mẹ́ta lọ́kàn máa ṣe, ó ṣé o bàbá. Ebenezer ìtumọ̀ èyí tí ń ṣe títí dé ìlú wa ràn wá lọ́wọ́ dé. Ebenezer ìtumọ̀ èyí tí ń ṣe títí dé ìlú wa ràn wá lọ́wọ́ dé.